Chevelle. I've seen him a few times. I was there.
Well, don't spoil it.
Airplane.
Yeah. We'll discuss them all here.
Look at this. Hell, I was there. I was here too. The Schaefer Ice and Crawfish Bowl.
Hey, how's it going?
Sevenfold. No, when they were down, look at there. Promise.
Pretty good.
We're getting it moving. All right, welcome you to Porch Talk. This is your host, Alan. You may notice that we are a brother down, but don't let it get you down because it's Webb's birthday. Happy birthday, dude.
Happy birthday, Webb.
And Big John's here, and he is repping Bud Light tonight.
Bud Light.
All right, so I don't know if we've ever done this.
Oh, that's gonna be weird. Do I need to say a quote? Is that a thing?
I ain't got nobody here to take blood pressure medication.
For real.
Yeah.
But on top of Cobb being out, also, we're going through your book.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
That's super
I've got
cool.
a little old school concert ticket book that I kept a hold of some stuff. But we can definitely.
I've actually been to a Shania show.
Oh yeah, awesome.
That's cool.
I've got some in here that I'm kind of probably not proud of too. But, you know,
I don't think I saw those.
I'm not offended by it.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for like your, the fray and all that. I was looking for those.
That anyway.
Snow Patrol.
You was trying to get laid.
Yeah.
Dude, I like the fray.
The
Man.
fray's not bad. Chasing cars.
But yeah,
That's Snow Patrol.
yeah, we can go through this
Patrol.
here in a few,
Same
but
thing.
But
we've got some like current stuff that's happening though. We got some wild stuff
Let's
going on.
go there.
Yeah. What about Linkin Park?
dude.
They just released a new album, a new song, a new tour,
Well, the album,
a new singer,
new lead singer.
Emily Armstrong.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
And where is she from?
Dead Sarah. Something
Yeah,
I think that's the name of her band originally.
Dead Sarah.
She's got a good voice.
There's a lot of controversy behind it. A lot of people, you can't replace Chester. You can't, she's not replacing him because you can't. They're right. You can't replace him, but she's bringing something new, bringing something different, and she sounds good. I think she's doing justice. I think so.
I listened to a few of the songs from the show on the 5th live, and she's close enough to Chester's voice that it still sounds good, but it's different enough to where you can tell she's not trying to be Chester.
Yeah, she's not trying to be him at all, and she's not trying to replace him. She's just covering the part. Is all it is, and I think she's doing very well at it.
Yeah, I think she's doing a good job. I hate they're only doing a 8-show tour, but I think what they're doing is just kind of feeling the water out, and then they'll add more and add more and add more.
New couple songs they've got are pretty.
Yeah, I listened to the new single that they've released, and I dig it.
Yep.
The Misery Machine, I think's the name of it. Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I thought it was strange, man. Like this morning, first thing the roommate does when he's waking up is he starts singing Linkin Park, leaves a little bit around lunch, comes back, he's singing a different Linkin Park song. Great, it's the older stuff, and I was like, well, how did your mind get there? Because I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't thought about Linkin Park in, I don't know, since Chester passed. Love their music. I probably have every one of their records on a CD. I go back to Meteora, or the one before that was
One Step Closer. No, that was the name of the single.
Hybrid Theory.
Hybrid Theory. Even up to some of the newer stuff before Chester passed on. That's solid band. One of my favorite bands. The thought never crossed my mind to see them live. I don't even think they really came to the South.
Not much. I saw them live quite a bit, man. I was a part of the Linkin Park Underground. I was a super fan.
He was a groupie.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we would go, like regionally, pretty much all over the region of the Southeast to catch them. Charlotte,
The upper
Chicago,
parts.
yeah.
Yeah, that's one one I regret not seeing in my time.
And that's what tripped me out when you told me that you'd never seen them.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know.
dude, as many bands have you seen? You've had to have seen
I've got a
Linkin
pretty good checklist here, but there's a few that I have regrets of not seeing and not going, you know, but I've had some regrets that I have seen too. So
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing about Lincoln Park, you know, they had that they popped up on their website. It was like a 99-hour countdown. It's just like it was a clock. They're like, where are they
What-
counting
what
down?
are they
Nobody
doing?
knew what was going on, and then it finally gets to one, and then it starts back over, going back up.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the hell? And then like it would glitch up at like on like 9:05, which was 9:05. So that's when they were doing the thing. But there's also like theories behind that too, that they were going to announce it on that day that it got to zero, but apparently Oasis announced their
Liam
yeah,
Gallagher.
Yeah.
they announced theirs, so they were kind of we'll do it another day or whatever. So they just
Yeah,
gotta,
we won't try and steal Oasis's thunder.
yeah, to start coming back and all. So you know,
If you had to place a bet, which one of the brothers is going to throw the first punch?
Oh,
Will they make it out of the UK?
I don't know how well this tour is going to make it, but you know, I'm glad I'm glad they're
I'm here for it.
hashing it out or whatever
Step
it is. But
outside.
yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
as long as they don't look back in anger, it's fine.
Oh yeah, there you go. Catch me in the Champagne Supernova.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. I'm here for it. I was listening to some of that today. Actually, I was listening to the Lithium on XM. Shout out to XM
Not a
there.
bad
Yeah.
station, dude.
It's got some good.
Is that how you
good stuff.
found out about the Linkin Park
Oh,
single?
no.
or-
It was.
They
it's been
plastered it
everything.
all over
Yeah,
my
it's been
Spotify
everywhere.
as soon
Yeah.
as that song dropped.
Ah.
Yeah, it's been all over. But yeah, I've been getting into a lot of stuff. But there's a lot of bands that are doing like reunion tours, and I mean, Slipknot.
Slipknot, they're coming
they
back
got their
around.
25th
Corey
anniversary.
Taylor.
Corey Taylor, all right.
I wonder how they're gonna do it without the guitar player. That's gonna be wild.
What's the story behind that?
Oh, he passed away in like 09, I think,
Wow.
or
Yeah.
2010,
something
something
like
like
that.
that.
Wow. Coming up on 20 years of that.
I saw them out in California, man. It was cool.
I forget how well traveled you are and
Man,
like
I'm
how
all
many
over the United States, man.
like you'll bring up a random band like that. Like I imagine Sublime. Yeah, I saw them out on Long Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw them where they were from. I was invited to the party.
Yeah.
I had Lou Dog.
Yeah, I was
had to
paying
hold
Lou
on to
Dog
him.
the whole
I have a picture with Louis Dog when he was a pup.
Yeah.
The front man now, yeah, I remember him when he was
Yeah.
5, the day I met him.
Had to hold him. Had to keep him from getting into shit.
Yeah.
All right, so with the Lincoln Park with Emily Armstrong now, does this feel like the situation that we had with Sublime where it should be Lincoln Park with Emily Armstrong?
No, I mean they announced a new drummer too. 'Cause
Yeah, they
have a new drummer and a new lead singer. So it's
It's
you
changing.
know it's I
Yeah.
mean, but it's still the majority of Lincoln Park,
Mm.
one way or the other. So it's Lincoln Park.
The main parts of the band, except for
Yeah.
Chester.
I know we're some bands, when certain members leave or whatever might happen, it just they change the name. There's been a lot of bands that have done
I
that.
think Stone Temple Pilots should.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to think too.
They were capitalizing on
what
that name.
yeah,
though,
what they had the
had
name
done.
and
Yeah,
all the merch they had already and all that kind of stuff too.
And
so.
that's my point with it, I guess. And I'm not being disrespectful because a lot of times when people identify with a band, they typically the first person that pops up is the front man. And I, like Stone Temple Pilot, for instance, when Scott passed, and they got the new guy, they put out that single called Meadows,
Yeah.
which not a bad song, but it in my opinion, I was like, well, that ain't the Stone Temple Pilots,
Yeah.
And I'm not being disparaging. And then they happen to be at Bill Street Music Festival. I think the last time I was there, we caught a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was like, man, it sucks that I'm seeing Stone Temple Pilots without Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I will say that the lead singer they got now or have had, he sounds like a cheap version of Scott Weiland.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the Wish version. Yeah, it
Yeah.
happens. Actually, I mean, It's just like Alice in Chains. I mean,
Yeah.
that old dude, he did damn well, I
Yeah.
thought.
Well-
doing it. So, you
And
know,
that Chinese dude, the lead singer for Journey.
yeah. Yeah.
But with
They've got a reunion tour going on too.
Yeah.
the journey never ends.
Yeah.
But with Alice in Chains, after man, I can't think of the frontman's name that passed.
Wayne Staley.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Lane. And after he passed and they found that guy, I think what became extremely clear, and I think most Alice in Chains fans would probably agree, was Jerry Cantrell was the force in the band. Like you would never be able to really replace Lane Staley's like vocal ability, but they found somebody incredibly close.
Yeah.
But Jerry Cantrell was writing the songs and the music.
What I thought was really cool about the replacement of that is that, you know, he did an audition in front of Lane's parents.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
And they made the call. Like, yeah, okay.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that was pretty honorable and awesome at the same time too. So, but yeah, but yeah, we got. I mean, there's a lot of reunion thing. We're getting old, guys. We've got a lot of things going on. Weezer, they got the 30th anniversary of the Blue album.
Yeah.
30th.
And there was another one I saw that was having an anniversary, just came out, or it was like just the other day. I wish I could remember now. It completely slipped my mind though.
There's plenty of them out there. I was trying to think of a few others today, and I mean,
I
it's
still
like
listen to Weezer.
I
I still listen.
Weezer.
I was always a Weezer
Yeah.
fan.
New album, Pinkerton. No,
I
those
saw
were
him. I
good
think I've seen him twice,
Yeah.
but I just like him.
That's another band. That is the same thing with Linkin Park. I like Weezer. Like I own a few of their records.
Yep.
Never once crossed my
Never
mind.
Go see him live.
Never had a desire to.
Yep.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You saw that?
That was later
Yeah,
on.
I saw.
Yeah,
I
well,
saw. I
that
saw
was
late
like
Weezer.
that was like the 2000 era right there.
Yeah, I
so.
saw late Weezer.
That was Green
Yeah,
Album.
that was 10 years past the blues.
Yeah.
Anything else going on? Like I think we have a serial killer in town now.
There's a serial killer
Yeah,
here.
saw that. That's awesome. So, add
so
on to the spooky season here.
Mike Rainey, if you're out there, if you want to come down and do some stinker coverage for Porch Fest, we may in fact have a cold-blooded killer stinker on our hands here. So for a lot of conspiracies on it, John. I don't know. You may be versed better than me on this, but
He's burning it up.
so four bodies recently found. There's been a lot of arson lately, and also with these Dewey checkpoints, some people have tied that where the bodies were found just so happened to be where a Dewey checkpoint used to would be, but doesn't happen anymore.
That's crazy. I don't know.
So there's a little collusion with like people are fantasizing about maybe it's a cop.
Man, I got a couple I would love for it to be.
Or could just be smart and have that as a cover up.
There you go.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Not
it's
trying
probably
to give
good-ass
anything
cops.
away.
The thing will develop. It's been crazy. Was it one of y'all like after we had done the last episode? Was like, oh, we should have brought this up. Somebody told me about it like immediately after we had gotten done recording. I don't know if it was it was Cole. When I got home,
Yeah.
Cole was like, "Oh, by the way, I think Columbus has a serial killer," and he kind of works in that field.
Yeah. So
And I was like, that's interesting that you would say that.
yeah. I was like,
Yeah, because he's kind of in the know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In those kind of situations.
Right.
Yeah.
well, when you get so many in a concentrated area and happening, I mean, you kind of like, wait a minute.
You can't kind of turn your nose up
Yeah.
anymore.
And they're all kind of the same. They're
Yeah.
all just out in remote woods. Yeah.
You got a little Dexter Morgan out there, maybe.
Hell yeah, that would be cool. as fuck.
Somebody related that to Dexter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, is he a vigilante then? Is he killing? Are these bad people that are dying? I don't know.
I
they-
don't know.
I don't know the whole backstory.
Maybe they're killing
but-
pedophiles.
Or-
Killing pedophiles, I'm here for it.
Yeah, come on, do it.
Okay, so that's a great thing on social media that I thought I was gonna be here for, but my God, does every popular streamer online now have a pedophile takedown video to where they openly beat the hell out of them and expose them in a Walmart?
I've seen that, yeah,
Like
I've
you
seen-
can't escape.
Yeah, you're like, all right. You're here to meet a 14-year-old. Tell us.
Tell us.
What were you gonna do?
What,
and
what were
there-
your plans with this 14-year-old girl?
I had to. Well, we had the text messages right
We
here.
had the
You were
text
messaging
messages.
me, not them.
What
Yeah.
What did you mean by?
I'm gonna stick my dick so far down here.
Whoa!
Hey-o.
What exactly did you mean by that to this 14-year-old girl?
I meant we were gonna play the My Little Pony.
You said the one where Akon was a part of it. And he was singing to him. That's real. We live in a simulation, John.
Yeah,
Nothing
man.
is real.
Nothing is real. Nothing is real.
Wow.
Everything tastes like chicken, and everything's a parody. Oh man,
Everything in history repeats itself
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
and over and over.
you just can't get enough of it. The formula is working.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe it's not just one killer. Maybe it's a group of killers.
Could be. You never know.
That'd be cool too.
Could be.
Have we tried unplugging and plugging the universe back in? Have
Yeah.
we tried that
Which
yet?
I think that's what they were
That's what
trying to
CERN
do.
does.
Is that,
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
was that the Mandela effect?
Yeah.
That didn't go through right? I don't know. But
So the Mandela effect is just you being a part of another timeline.
The
That
Bernstein Bear.
Yeah.
that we know existed, but there is no proof of.
And
See,
by the way, more people are proving that Shazam
is real. No, they've already came
and
out
it
and
wasn't
said
Shaquille O'Neal.
For real. No,
No.
it was Sinbad.
Yeah,
It
Sinbad.
absolutely was.
Yeah. It was Kazam.
Cut. Is that
Kazam and
we've done
Shazam.
this?
Kazam is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah. Kazam was, yeah.
Mandela effects.
There you go.
And then they came out with that Shazam movie to kind of deter
Yeah. Like,
from.
that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that had nothing to do with
It's just-
genies or wishes or
That
nothing.
was just Disney trying to get another Marvel movie in.
Another hit.
You gotta capitalize.
Yeah.
Strike while iron's hot.
As they do, and burn it down to the ground. It's the old picture of people standing in front of something that they just lit on fire. The young lady at Disney stands in front of Star Wars proudly because she bombed it. Good grief. Anything else to do before we move on to your book?
No, I think.
I'll tell you, if y'all have a chance to catch these, please do. Go to taylorhollinsworth.org for tour dates. You can also find that on Tap Dancing Daddy Instagram. But I want to plug Taylor Hollinsworth is on tour with Laura Jean Grace. You may remember her from the punk folk scene. But she's Laura Jane Grace and the Mississippi Medicals. And Matt Patton from Drive By Truckers is the bassist in that band. They are on tour together. They will be doing the Eastern Seaboard all the way up to New York. And you can catch them on in New England, such as Boston. But
just played in Columbus.
just played the Sunstroke House. I was at that show. That was the best. I've seen Taylor a lot. I always book him at Porch Fest. This was probably the best I'd ever seen him. I love the new album. He's touring the new album. He's practically playing the album front and back. And great show. If you get to see that, go do it. Abe Partridge, I caught them at Proud Larry's in Oxford, Mississippi, Wednesday night this past week. He is on tour with Tommy Prine. Did y'all know that John Prine had a son that was a songwriter too?
I thought I'd heard that.
I didn't know that he had 3 children. I was unaware of John's personal life. I was just a huge fan of his music.
Typically with most people that
You don't really-
you don't keep up
You
with
don't
their.
dabble in
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
family life.
Like,
Yeah.
Some people do, and I find that incredibly
Yeah,
odd.
it's a
But
little- it's a little invasive. Gotta
Yeah.
stop that.
Yeah,
So-
they gotta be normal.
so
They gotta be
and
normal.
check this. Abe opens for him proudly. I don't know if y'all ever been. Y'all ever
Yeah.
been?
Oh, yeah.
You don't. It's a mixed bag depending on who's playing there and who shows up for it. But Oxford, I guess it was described to me as it's a tough music scene because of the nature of the beast. If it's in a college town, you don't know if you're going to get the older crowd, you're going to get the college crowd. You don't know if they're going to ruin your show.
Yeah.
That happened. Abe Partridge, you could hear a pin drop, and he killed it. Best I'd ever seen him. Tommy Prine comes up. check this. Somebody punched him in. 3 people punched him in the gut right when he sat down. Not literally, but one guy. You play so and so. The guy was asking Tommy to play his dad's song. If that wasn't bad enough, another one chimed in, one more chimed in, and I'm just sitting there, and this chick that I'm sitting next to, she is a huge Tommy Prine fan, and she bumps me, and she's like, "That's incredibly disrespectful." I was like, "It is," and Tommy handled it with a lot of grace. He said, "I'm happy that you were a huge fan of my father and his work. I'm a songwriter too, and my name's Tommy Prine, so I'm going to be playing Tommy Prine songs." And I was like, nice.
There you go.
Nice way to handle it.
That's how you-
So shout out to Tommy. I couldn't imagine being the son of somebody as prolific as a John Prine, and you happen to be in the exact same field of work. And I don't know if you ever get out of that shadow.
Yeah. He'll be there forever.
Yeah.
Unless he just does something like
You gotta
Yeah,
break.
it's-
You
it's-
gotta
it's-
break
yeah,
out.
that's
You
right.
gotta have your Miley Cyrus moment.
Yeah.
You gotta.
I mean, yeah, you gotta like go beyond Billy. And
yeah, you gotta
you
jump
gotta go from
past
you gotta go from
Breaky
achy
Heart,
breaky to to
Party in the
Party
US.
USA.
Yeah, you gotta keep moving, sister. But I caught a lot of good music this week. I had never heard a Tommy Prine song. First time I heard it, it was live. Good work.
Oh, I'm sure it would be good. I mean, it doesn't really have any choice but to be good.
Right. Uh, if you're familiar with the music, seeing it live, you already know what you're gonna get. I didn't put a whole lot on it, so I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't go in there like those assholes and was thinking I'm about to hear John Prine incarnate.
I'm about to make your son play
It's like this isn't a Sublime show.
That's
That's his nephew, I think, right? Or that's his son. It is his son.
yeah, that's the son.
Yeah.
They're doing really well apparently too.
Yeah. Hey, I'm
I'm
definitely here
100%
for that
yeah,
too.
I'm
I
for
was
that.
so excited.
And so he's playing in Sublime with his uncle.
With his uncles. Yeah,
Yep.
both of them. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yep.
You ready to pop open that bud?
You do this. Let's just go for it. So I have a. I'm one of those weird people that hold on to shit, and I've got all of my maybe not all of them, but I have a good bit of all of my concert ticket stubs from whenever I was a teenager or whatnot. I've got some going all the way back to the year 2000. The year 2000. Okay. Anyway.
I used to keep them. That way I could keep up with who all I'd seen.
Yeah. Well, I've probably lost a few along the way, and then of course it got to the point to where it was all digital. So I don't
Yeah,
have those on here.
Well, you could
Kinda-
ask
I used to
for
keep-
chick tickets.
Yeah, I know. I've got a few on here. Some of the newer ones that I had to pay extra to get them
Yeah.
printed and sent to you. I'm like, all right, whatever. But yeah. So, but I've got a pretty good little.
I used to keep them
Stack
too.
here.
I used to keep every movie ticket that I used to go
Okay.
see. I knew all the movies I went to. I used to do that. Then I had an ex-girlfriend who thought she went through that drawer and she's like,
It
"You
was
had
all junk.
you." Yeah, she took the liberty of throwing it away. So I quit doing it. She solved the problem for me, John.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah,
Uh,
that happens. But
I'm here
yeah,
for it.
yeah, you're good. Well, I'm gonna just kind of go through it, and we can talk amongst ourselves about it.
How do you organize it? By date?
Yeah, by dating. I have the oldest to the newest, and I'll start with the oldest, which was February the 4th of 2000. It was in Birmingham at a little place called 5 Points Music Hall, which is not there anymore.
Not
No,
in
gone.
existence.
And it was a little known group called the Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, I saw that ICP stub in there. I'm like, damn,
So, yeah.
Danny's a juggalo.
Yeah, I am. I'm down with the clown. Have been. Will be until I'm dead in the ground. And they're actually coming back to Birmingham in
Yeah, I
October.
saw Jeremy posted
Yeah, I
about
would.
that.
Should
Wouldn't
we?
mind go seeing that. It'd be
Don't-
kind of fun.
Wanna
You want
go?
to get soaked in Fago? Let's do it.
I
Yeah.
don't
Is that what they
wanna
do?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I was
I've seen
soaking
them
wet
once.
in the middle of February. It was great.
They threw Fago on you.
Oh yeah. They had cannons on both sides of the
Fago
Yeah.
cannons.
shooting out. At least they did dye it, so at least it wasn't that sticky. So at least they were kind of respectful on that. So that was kind of cool. But
I don't know if I've ever been to a show like that to where there was a gimmick to where you were gonna fucking ruin the rest of my night
Oh,
Shine down would spray water on you.
That's water
Back in
though.
the day.
my night was not ruined. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was great.
Okay.
Man, honestly, there were like 60-year-old couples there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like full head of gray, painted up like a juggalo. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, what? I'm like, yeah,
That's incredible.
yeah. It was all walks of life with that.
What
It was
what do
awesome.
they call that shit? Murder rap or some shit? Horror rap?
Twisted opened for him.
I
So
like
that was kind of
Twisted,
cool.
yeah.
Twisted. Yep. It was Twisted and Insane Clown Posse. That was pretty awesome. So,
What a time to be alive.
yep.
Couldn't imagine Danny the Juggalo.
Hell yeah. Hey, we had a truck club back in the day with all the different kind of trucks, and we were called the Neurotic Tendencies.
I remember seeing it.
And our symbol was the ringmaster from Insane Clown Posse. That was our symbol. So anyway, that's a little backstory on that. Anyway,
My mind is blown.
So,
I didn't know I
that
was hanging with a
There
juggalo.
we go. That's just
Yeah.
the first ticket. So,
That's just
So we're only getting through 2 pages.
yeah,
tonight.
maybe so. I don't know.
well, the first one just happened to be the Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, I
and
mean-
that makes a statement in
I
itself.
mean, just gotta,
Yeah.
gotta throw it out there. The next one was also at 5 points, which is crazy, and it was in March of the same year, and it was
Couldn't get
a
enough.
little band called Incubus.
All right.
That was the Make Yourself tour. That was right
Oh,
when Make
yeah.
Yourself come out. Like literally just got released that week.
Hell yes.
Many
And-
people would
and-
say,
And I might have something else in here with
how
that.
big was that venue?
How about this? I also have their autographs right here. When I got to meet them at the Magic Platter.
Nice.
So that was kind of cool too.
Let me see that just a second.
Sure.
Hold on, just a minute.
But yeah,
Now you
so
got
that was cool. That was
That's awesome,
yeah.
dude.
So they only had like
You know,
2.5
Mike
albums.
Enzinger probably influenced me the most on guitar when it came to like jazz chord
Yeah.
positions.
No,
I didn't know he was a jazz guy,
he does a lot of crazy shit.
but I
He's a big
don't know.
pedal guy.
For you guitar players out there, if you like go back on that Make Yourself album, definitely, and he had a ton of those songs were dry. They were like the song Drive,
Mhm.
jazz chords. There you go. You like jazz?
All
You
right,
talk.
so
How big was that venue,
it
guys?
was small. It was tiny. I don't know if you've been to Iron City.
Yes.
Okay, it's a little bit smaller than that. Because they didn't have it upstairs or anything. So it was just
Huh.
just bottom floor about that size. So
The Nick is tiny. If
Yeah.
y'all have been at the show at the
Yeah.
Nick.
I played the Nick.
pretty much. So the next one, I did a little bit of traveling. It was also year 2000 in November. Went to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh,
A little band headlining called Deftones.
no, nice.
That was actually the back to school.
He would never do
No,
that.
Never, never. That was a back to school tour, and it was Deftones, Incubus, and Taproot.
Oh,
What a lineup!
Capper.
Yeah, so that was awesome.
Now.
Yeah, so that was a fun one. It was a good one to remember. I remember being in the pit because I was down far, and I lost my hat. I couldn't find it. I was trying to like find my hat, and I finally found it. And I went running through like they had a circle pit going on too. I ran right straight through it. And then right as I got to the end of it, I looked up, there was like a protrusion on the stage that came out, and Chino was right there, squatted down, just screaming into the mic. And I was just like, I'm right here. I'm like, all right, cool. So
Yeah.
it was my first time seeing them, so it was really awesome at that point. So just probably one of the reasons I'm as big of a fan as I am. But anyway,
They were at that show.
By
so,
yeah,
happenstance,
just so
he
so
couldn't
happy.
find his hat. He
There
had
you go.
Chino
Right above me.
right above him.
Yeah,
serenading him.
pretty awesome. So
He was singing Chain.
no, he was not doing that.
I don't know.
I
if
think it
they've
was
seen
probably
that one live.
it was Korea, I believe. is what it's playing, but anyway.
I don't even think they like change.
I know Deftones fans don't. It's like
I watched it change.
it's like a Radiohead
Yeah,
Creep.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see that, dude.
So the next show that I see is in Birmingham as well. This is in 2001. It's also it's a little band called Godsmack
Ah,
with Deftones.
hello.
So Deftones and Godsmack tour. That was kind of cool.
I have seen Godsmack and Deftones, but yeah, I've seen Godsmack.
Where'd
They're
you-
pretty good live.
Where'd you see him? You remember?
Deftones, California. They were at that show with Slipknot
Oh.
and who?
Godsmack.
Godsmack.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I saw them in South Haven when I was working with Fox.
Ah,
Very cool.
And they had been at some shows that I was at, but
Did you have the media pass?
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
so my next show is probably my farthest show I went. I didn't actually go to see this. It just so happened that it happened. This was August the 16th of 2001. So
Okay.
let's just put this in spec here. So it's 2001, August. So what happened in September of 2000?
Oh,
All right.
9/11?
Yes. So
You went and saw
a few-
Toby
just
Keith.
a few weeks before 9/11, I was at Liberty Park in New Jersey.
I'll stick a boot in your ass.
I got to see the Statue of Liberty, the Statue of Liberty, Twin Towers, and Radiohead, all in the same view, which was pretty awesome. So
Fake plastic trees.
yeah, they played that. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. I was actually visiting a buddy of mine that lived up in New Jersey, and
That's awesome.
yeah, and I missed my plane. I was supposed to actually be coming back a week before that. I missed my plane, so I had to get another ticket, which was I was going to be there for another week. So my buddy bought me. He was going to the show anyway. He bought me a ticket, and I went.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh,
But, and speaking of too, let's appreciate some of the pricings on some of these. Let me go back to this first one. Insane Clown Posse, $17.50.
wow.
Oh yeah.
The
17.50.
Ticketmaster fee was only $3.
Wow, it's 300 now. Look
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, watch out. Like Deftones was like 32. I mean, what's going on? You know. Anyway,
Easily 65 now.
so yeah.
Easily, yeah.
So fast forward to 2002. I also saw Incubus again. That was the Morning View tour.
Okay.
So that was
Very
kind of
good.
cool. And then also in 2003. So I had, I was in school and college and stuff, so I didn't really get to go as much as I'd like to. But 2003, Papa Roach.
Papa
That was,
Roach.
that was there in Starkville.
Tear my heart open.
There at Starkville at the Remington Hunt Club. Which is not
Remington.
there anymore either.
Is
Go-
the Hunt Club, has it fallen down or they knock it down or?
No, it turned into a bowling alley and now it's a gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So yeah,
They repurposed
gym
it.
and bargain hunt. But yeah.
Damn, that is where that venue was.
yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah, I used to go to the
Right in the
Hunt
heart
Club,
of
man.
Starkville.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then also 2023, Three Doors Down, and I think Theory of a Dead Man opened for them, so that was kind of cool.
Superman and Theory of a Dead Man.
My girlfriend.
Yeah.
Our
Dear Magnet.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
fucking hate my job.
And then in 2004, Bill Street Festival. I can't remember who I went to go see then. That might have been like Chevelle or somebody. I'm pretty sure it was big that was there at the time. But
Where's that ticket?
that's the top one right there. Bill Street Festival. It doesn't have a price on it.
Probably like $80 for the weekend.
Oh, well, it says $22.50. Never mind, right there.
Must have been for the day pass.
That probably was a day pass. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I don't think it was I don't think that was the weekend.
Because I think they used to be 150
About
bucks
100.
for the weekend. That
Yeah.
was the.
Yeah. Well, I mean, $22.50 a day. I mean, you'd be better off buying day passes. Anyway.
I mean, I always got the VIP at Bill Street
Oh, yeah.
because I wanted a good bathroom.
Hey, you're
That
gonna-
is something
Hey,
worth the price.
Yeah, when you go to the Bill Street Festival, you're either going to get wet and nasty, or you're going to be hot and dehydrated. One
Hot,
or the other.
dehydrated,
One or
wet,
the
and
other.
I think I've been
Yeah.
I've been 4 or 5 times, but the first time we went, it couldn't have been better. My buddy's girlfriend, she had friends that were living up in Memphis, so we were able to crash with them. It was a big group of them. It was like all her friends, their boyfriends, and the day of, we're all getting ready to go, and they bust out rain gear. They got their raincoats and like,
They knew what was up.
Yeah.
They knew what was going to happen.
and like I was, are y'all going to the same thing that we are? Because you're putting on rain pants and a rain jacket, and they were like,
Yep. You just wait.
we need to go right now. We're going to have to take you to the outdoorsman shop, and we're going to have to get you.
With some gear.
So if it wasn't for that, sure as shit stinks, at about 7 o'clock that evening, rain, and it became Mudfest.
Yep.
Oh yeah, mud
Yep.
everywhere. Yeah,
Because they was like, you gonna need rain boots, bro. You gonna need mud boots.
what trips me out now is all these people that get so dressed up.
To
go to
to
concerts.
a festival. No,
Yeah,
you
and
couldn't
I'm
do it.
like, dude, back in the day, I would wear the worst shit I had.
You dress
Gonna get
down.
fucked up.
Yeah,
Yep. Exactly.
And oftentimes, a lot of people didn't have clothes on.
or very little
Yeah.
clothing on.
True. That's true.
I'm sure that still happens.
Mm.
So back to 2004, and we're also back in Starkville again. It's Saliva.
At Remington?
I was
No,
there.
that was at Rick's.
Yeah,
Rick,
I was
okay.
They
there.
had Earshot and Flyleaf.
Yeah, I was there.
Flyleaf.
I went to go see Earshot. That was the reason I even went, was because Earshot. I didn't even. Me and my buddy sat and played pool while Saliva and all the other friends were in there watching them. We were like, whatever. But just so happened that
Hell yeah,
Flyleaf, that was their first EP. There was like their first outing tour, like kind of thing.
Flyleaf?
Yeah,
I
got to
like
meet
I
up-
like them.
There they are right there. I got her
Yeah.
autograph and everything, which is kind of cool up there. But
She was hot.
definitely so.
was.
Oh, Lacey, she was doing it, but that was all $20. I
Yeah,
mean,
no. You used to
Come
go
on.
to shows for nothing.
yeah, like whatever. Like they paid us to go.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then also in 2004, good old Incubus again.
You just can't get enough.
Yeah, I just Incubus and Deftones.
What tour?
So that one was, let's see, it was 2004. I think it was still Morning View. It was just a different. Let me see. There was a. I can't remember who was with them. That's an older one as it was. But anyway. And then went to the Huntsville. It's called the Spring Jam. I think it was Breaking Benjamin and live.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was
God.
That's a tough one.
It was a fun one.
Hey,
It was a fun.
Standing on
That's-
the
there are other people
barrel
there.
for
too.
the
I
fire.
can't remember. I don't know who all else was there. And then 2005, I also have another Bill Street. That was. I think that was maybe 311 and Snoop Dogg or something. There was.
You went Chevelle. I can get that
Yep,
on
right
that.
after that's Chevelle. Yeah, that's Sloss Furnace. So that was
Yeah.
Not a bad venue.
that
Good
was
place for the boys to be.
yes, really awesome.
Really spooky.
Very memorable as it was.
What are you
I don't
hating
like
at?
Chevelle, man.
You don't like Chevelle? Well, because they're Deftones? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
God, I've
They
never heard it
are
hit like that.
I mean, pretty much, but I mean,
Yeah,
I
they're
like-
diet
I
definitely.
I've
like
never-
them. I like them a lot.
They have been to every Bill Street Music Fest I've been to, and I always go see them.
They go every year. I
This-
think they're there.
yeah,
every year.
I think they are.
They don't miss though. I mean, they're great live.
They're great live.
Every one of their albums. I mean, they stay true. They're probably the only band that's really stayed true to what
True. Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's
They've
the
been doing what
same-
they do.
their catalog is the same across the board, and
Yeah.
they're all and it's all banging. So I mean,
Yeah, they don't
gotta
put out
respect
bad
that.
songs.
They don't.
Really.
They
Yeah.
they
I don't know. I was surprised to get a little hate
And
from John.
and it being a
Got caught with a stray.
three-man group too. So I mean, that's
I just
awesome.
hate them. I hate the guys.
You don't like them. Don't like
Fair
them.
enough.
Yeah.
He's got beef.
It's like he just hangs out. with
When
them
I,
every
dude,
weekend.
when I was working with, like, when I was working at the radio station,
No, they were
fucking douches, man.
I mean, hey,
Because that was when they were like almost about to break up, or either they had just came back from breaking up. It was,
or when one of the brothers left or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him again. I saw him before and after.
yeah.
So Chevelle's kind of they're up there with as I've seen them a lot of times, kind of like Deftones as well. And
I think I've seen them 3 or 4 times. Yeah.
I think it was like 7 times. I think, but
corn.
yeah, the next one is the Family Value Tour,
Yeah.
2006.
Hell
That
yeah,
was awesome.
man.
That was Corn, Deftones, Stone Sour, Flyleaf, and 10 Years. That was
10 years.
yeah, that was a great. It was a great thing going on. That's coming up in a few though. Then after that, I think I got Stained, which is also 2000. That was, I think somebody gave me that ticket. They're like, "Hey, we got these tickets. You want to go?" I'm like,
That would be
Sure.
that would be the only way. I wouldn't turn down an
it was good.
opportunity to see Aaron Lewis or Stain for free, but I would not pay
"Yeah."
for it. Wouldn't pay for it.
That's kind of one of those things that kind of went through. Even though that ticket was $35 at that time, so you're starting to slowly go up here. As we as we get through it. You
She playing over
playing
there.
That's
some-
Aaron Lewis,
you-
man.
are
That's
you-
all you see.
You're playing some.
He
It's
just.
been a while.
No, he had
Yeah.
that. He had that country.
He did have the country for a while.
country
Yeah.
thing.
No, he still
He
does
does
country
both.
shit.
Yeah, he does both.
Is
Um,
this the greatest country outlaw song you've ever heard by Aaron Lewis from Stained? If it isn't, I don't know what to tell you. But here, I don't remember the name of that damn song. But I mean, that was the meme. Like with every reel I saw this song featured in, it was like Aaron Lewis just wrote the greatest outlaw country song, and I listened to it, and I was like, it's not a bad song, but let's not push it.
Yeah, let's not give it a little more credit than it's due.
Man, Corpse House Cinema coming up.
Yeah, the next was 10 years, went down to the Voodoo Lounge down in Jackson. Cobb was actually with us on that one. That was actually a crazy story too, because we drove all the
Cobb's
way down.
involved back
Yeah.
in that time. It is crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. We rode down a little Nissan Forester truck, single cab. There was three of us in that thing. We were late getting there, so we got there probably about 3 songs in, and anyway. So after that, the venue turned into like a nightclub after the concert, which was kind of weird. So we're like, oh, we're here, let's stay around. So we stuck around for a little bit, and the band and everything, they came out and they were doing autographs and stuff. I got his autograph on ticket here as it is. But we're sitting there just chilling out, and Jesse from 10 years just comes up and sits at our fucking table. We're like, what the hell? We're like, okay. My buddy that went with, he had dreads at the time, and Jesse had dreads at that time too. It was right before he cut them off.
Oh, Dread Brothers.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, he's like, yeah, you got dreads. And we got to talking, and he was like handing us his cup. He had a cup of Jägermeister, and we were like,
Cobb killed it.
Cobb, he took it down, handed it back to him too. He goes, you drank all my shit.
Don't pass it around.
Yeah, it was a crazy story. And then he was like asking my buddy with the dreads about dread talk, I guess, whatever. And then
Dread.
Why does mine always
Yeah.
smell like shit?
no, he was like, come on, I want mine to look a bit different. I had a hat on all the time. And he was like, I want mine to look like, he took my hat off and went, oh no, not like that. I was like, yeah, it's gone, man. And he took Cobb's hat off. Cobb had hair at the time. He was like, yeah, I want it like that. And sure enough, the next album when it came out with their headshot, had his hair cut like Cobb. And I was like, okay, good job.
Is he still doing that Shaggy Scooby Doo thing?
Yeah, kind of where it's at. But anyway, so, shout out to Jesse, 10 years. Fun
Shout out
times.
to Cobb's hair.
Cobb's hair. Yeah. And then after that, in 2007, Voodoo Fest down at
Can't
New
go wrong
Orleans.
with that.
That was
No, down there.
that's when I saw Smashing Pumpkins.
Probably saw Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Nope. Saw Smashing Pumpkins, Fall Out Boy, and Rage Against the Machine.
Hell yeah, do they still have that?
Yes. That was actually when they first come back. That was like their first back show that they did, like when they got back together at that time. So that was awesome. That was the reason I went to that, was for the, but I did the whole weekend. Then we got the Bancorp South Center with some 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin. It was all right.
I hate everything about you.
And then over in 2009, we get the Crawfish Bowl in Birmingham.
I was there.
That was Cedar, I do believe, was the headline. For
I
that.
really
That was
liked
cool.
Cedars for a while.
Yeah, Cedar's really good.
Was it?
It's a remedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And in 2010, we go back to 3 Days Grace again. I just had a
Who was you
had a thing
dating?
for them.
Man, the girls love
that
3
was my
Days
ex-wife.
Grace.
That was my ex-wife, and we were yeah, because that was the first time I saw them, was the other one. That's when we were dating, and we had just gotten married at that point. So yeah, we saw that.
I want to say I've seen 3 Days Grace, and it was a girl, and she wanted to see him.
Yeah.
Not a bad show.
No.
Not a bad show.
No. I used to get them confused with Chevelle sometimes.
The same vein.
And then this is when it starts getting wild here. I go over in 2010 over to Atlanta for Alice in Chains and Deftones,
Okay.
of course. That was awesome.
Was that
That was right when
Lane?
that was when Old Dude took over. It was like when that
Okay.
that first album come out and everything. So it was a big.
That was the first year I saw him.
Yeah, okay.
I saw him at Bill Street Music Fest.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And then went on up to Memphis and saw Deftones again with Dillinger's Escape Plan. So it was,
Nice. That's a platinum.
that was really, really, really awesome.
Perfect circle.
Yeah, then this is probably one of my favorites and tops, just because it's like my favorite venue ever. The Tabernacle in Atlanta.
Yeah, I've
It's
been
an
there.
old
I
church.
went to
Oh
the-
man,
I've
it's
been to
beautiful.
shows
The
there.
sound is amazing. You can see no matter where
you
you.
shit.
It's just amazing. He's talking
Did you shit?
No, I don't think so.
Smell like when you motherfuckers shit.
It just happens sometimes. So. But anyway, yeah, the Tabernacle and a perfect circle
I'm
at
a
that.
toddler.
So,
You need to go to the bathroom?
You need to go to the potty?
It sounds like you did.
It seems like
Did
you
you get doo-doos?
do you need a wet nap?
Maybe.
What happens? What happens?
I'll
But
be
yeah,
right back.
I'm actually, it was the first time seeing a perfect circle. And I was really mad because it took me 10 years to see them.
Shit, it took me like 15 to get to see him.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, they put on a hell of a show. Though.
God, it's so good.
Yeah, that was great. And it being at the Tabernacle, I had to go see that.
I saw him at Voodoo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, sweet.
Mhm.
And then also in 2013, skip a few years because stuff happens. Deftones again went down to Mobile with the Soul Kitchen. So shout out to
Great
Mobile
venue.
there. Yeah, really good one.
I figured it may have been the singer.
No. And then this next one here, which was kind of a wild card because I was married at the time and we were in Memphis and we were just hanging out at a bar. And
I'm
The-
sitting
the-
at a
the bartender comes up and says, "Hey, y'all want to go see Bob Dylan?" We're like, "What? You want to go see Bob Dylan? He's playing down at the baseball field." We're like, somebody's got a ticket. You want it? We're like, yeah. So we went and saw Bob Dylan. Just
Yeah.
got it out of the blue.
Kind of random
Yeah.
occurrence. I like that. It's a cool
It
story.
was cool. I was like,
But
hey,
that's cool. You got to see Bob
yeah,
Dylan.
I know. That's why I was like, well, fuck yeah, I want to go see Bob Dylan.
Freak accent.
Yeah, like, why not? And they were like, they kept our tab open and stuff. I was like, yeah, we'll come back because it was that walking distance from the bar. So we just
Golly, you can't beat
walked
that.
down, saw him, come
Nothing
back.
worse than the bartender trying to get you to drink and drive.
Yeah, it was walking distance. It was cool. And then also 2013 here, we got Avenged Sevenfold.
Where was it at?
That was in Atlanta and with special guest Deftones. Of course.
I'm seeing a trend.
Yeah, that goes. And then 2014, we've got Iron City with Promise. Also,
With headphones?
nope, just Promise. And they didn't have an opener or anything. They played full, like 2.5 hour set. That was, yeah,
Good for them.
it was wild. It was really, really cool. But after that, in 2015, lo and behold, we got Deftones again,
Oh man, look out.
but with also Incubus. So shoot back 15 years.
I saw Deftones in 09.
This was in 2015.
Oh shit, yeah.
So I saw them in 2000, Deftones and Incubus, and then 2015, Deftones and Incubus. Actually, this one right here. And I either have a T-shirt or a poster from almost every one of these shows too. So that's kind of crazy.
I'll tell you, it might not be funny, but went and saw Portugal the Man.
Oh.
And they didn't have an opener either, but they may as well have had, because there was these two ladies that worked with an organization that I will not name, and they went on for a 30-minute lecture about some kind of right issue that they didn't have or they needed access to until they were, dude, I'm telling you, this crowd put up with it for 20 minutes when some dude in the crowd yelled out, he's like, "We get it. Shut the fuck up."
God. You're here.
I am not at a church. Shut up, please.
We're going to round it out around 2016. I'd already been divorced for 2 years. So this is where it gets crazy. I have a lot of concerts that I went to like back to back to back to back. That was kind of crazy. But I got to see Tool for the first time, which was
Behind a veil.
You were
that was
that late seeing
yeah,
Tool?
I know. That was a religious experience too. And it was, I mean, I saw a Perfect Circle before I saw Tool. How about that? But
I saw Pucifer before I saw all of them.
okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, I've seen Pucifer 2 times, I think. But yeah. Uh, and then after Tool, of course, go to Memphis a lot because I got like all these are.
Well, there was a time when
Yeah,
there was
these
a
are all-
lot of shows coming through Memphis.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we had Deftones, of course. So Deftones, that was in 2015.
I think 7 if I'm
Oh,
counting.
16, sorry. And then 311 was at
Always wanted to
Iron
see
City.
them. Never
311.
got to. Yeah.
I'd be down.
Yeah, they're
Down.
awesome. They're definitely awesome. Definitely a good show. Good vibes. Good vibes.
You've always been down.
Everybody's that kind of your energy.
Yeah.
Oh, Sid.
Yeah.
Man, one of our boys, he had his girl with him, and we were all hanging out at my buddy's house, just drinking beer. And Sid had a guitar, wasn't playing it. It was just kind of leaned up against the house on the porch, in arm's length. And she pulled up at the house and started yapping at her boyfriend, ready for him to go home. Sid picks up the guitar and he's like, "I got this one. Dun, 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 dun. I'll be here a while. Ain't going nowhere." I ain't never seen someone storm off and slam a door that hard. Got her.
All right. But yeah, go see 311 if you haven't seen them.
Yeah, I
They're
would love
definitely
to.
definitely worth it one way or the other. Then after that, of course, Chevelle again. My other Chevelle.
I've seen him 4 times, man. Not bad.
And then shortly after Chevelle, Coheed and Cambria.
That's a good one.
Yep.
I think I was there.
No, this was at Minglewood Hall.
Oh no, I wasn't at that
Yeah.
one.
I do have another one. I know you were there because I saw you across the way.
Yeah.
Would that be the first show either of y'all have seen where it was a band based on a theme?
Like a concept band?
Yeah, concept. Better way to put it.
Probably.
I've seen Iron Maiden.
Okay. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
There you go. So I've got like all those festivals up there have some crazy like Judas Priest and
See,
stuff like that
that's-
on there too. So
That's
that's
where
the way
I
to go.
saw a lot of bands that
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Festivals
Same.
are the
Yeah.
way to go, but they're exhausting and
Yeah.
or you're gonna be just so messed up you can't even remember. But
Yeah, you can't remember. Like, there's bands that I've seen multiple times. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna go because of them. I like seeing them, and then I get there, I don't even go to them.
You don't even get to see them. Yeah, you're doing something else.
I'm up on something else.
So yeah, that was my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like six shows in 1 year. That's just
I had
pretty-
the opportunity
good
to
from
go to
around
that
here.
Rockville.
oh yeah, that's definitely either Rockville or
I sent a friend of mine there. She won't be named, but yeah.
either Rockville or there's one very similar to it. There's like a circuit. There's like a whole bunch of them in different places. One like in Columbus, Ohio.
Louder Than Life, I
There's a
think.
loud one. Yeah, there's that and Epicenter, that one too. But anyway, any festival, yeah, that's the way to go.
Like I loved Warped Tour back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
You
I never
seen
got to go
a
to
lot of
one.
bands.
Yeah.
We used to buy those CDs.
Yeah.
The Warped Tour.
Yeah, always had great bands.
I remember I had the CDs for the ones I went to.
It was one of the like first ideas of like a compilation
Yeah,
album. Good idea.
oh yeah, definitely.
It's how I got turned on to golly, what was the name of that band? Chiodos. You remember them?
Yeah.
So I found them because of a Warped Tour.
Okay.
Shout out.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. So after that, 2017, I got a Perfect Circle again. So that was in Atlanta, I do believe. I went to Atlanta to see them. I think Baby Mel opened for them, which was kind of
That's
crazy.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's interesting.
that was wild. Then after that, went back to Memphis again to 10 years, and that was the
Was that the show where they played in the bar and the power went out?
yeah, that was the Autumn Effect 10-year anniversary of that album coming out.
Yeah.
I think Black Maps opened. They played a really awesome set, and then 10 years comes out, play their first song. They're in the middle of playing Wasteland. Power goes out. We're all like, and then the whole venue just continues singing it. Like they would sing the whole song all the way through, it was wild. It was crazy that no power is just pitch black.
Special
It
night.
was just really awesome.
You had lighters. You
Yeah,
had
yeah.
lighter. You
And then
right
and then it just went crazy because people just wouldn't shut up, of course, anyway. Then
We're gonna
come
sing
to
the
find
whole
out there was a
album.
tornado that came through downtown Memphis and ripped up all the power lines and stuff, and it was crazy. So, but that was so they couldn't play the rest of their set. But then later on, they came out and they played acoustic right in front of the merch booth, and I'm like here to the camera from them. It was really awesome. So
Yeah, I remember watching those videos you posted.
Yeah,
that was super cool.
that was probably the coolest experience. That's probably better than what they could have done anyway, to be honest with you. It was cool. So yeah, they played about 4 or 5 songs acoustic for everybody just since they couldn't have their whole show. So, but yeah, there's the poster for it right there, and it's a show that never happened.
Yeah. The show that almost happened.
Exactly. So, and then we'll kind of wrap it up around a couple of more here, other than the ones I just don't have anymore. But of course, a perfect circle again. I've seen them a good few times. And then Reba McEntire.
That's a shocker.
Yeah, let's go right on in
How
there.
was that? Did she do fancy?
She definitely did fancy. That was encore.
Did they bring out the set to the show, Reba?
Yes, they did. She sang that and everything. They did the montage. They did. She even had like virtual guests like Vince Gill and
Virtual. She had Tupac.
yeah. Yeah. She had Tupac and Brooks and Dunn.
Would have been my choice of an opener.
Nicki Minaj coming.
Fancy was my name.
But no, had a girlfriend. That was like her favorite, so that kind of that's where that came.
I get that.
That was VIP tickets too. Got to walk around like this. Show them my VIP.
I am somebody tonight.
Yeah.
And I will be with somebody tonight.
I always love going to shows with like VIP or media passes.
And then not 2 months later at the exact same venue, I go to the Knotfest Roadshow. Slipknot.
Nice.
Yeah. Slipknot, Wage War, and I can't remember who else. In This Moment. So now the reason I even got the tickets for that, I wanted to see Slipknot for sure. But the main reason I got those tickets is because Ginger was going to be there. I wanted to go see Ginger, which Ukraine band. And at that time, the war was going on in Ukraine. So
have they gotten the band back together yet?
They went back for family issues and check on the families and whatnot. So, but what I thought was crazy is that
check the news.
No. What was crazy is that they replaced them with a band called Wage War.
Oh, yes, they did.
That's why I was like, oh, that's just fitting.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
That was really well put together.
Yeah.
I like that. Somebody had a sense of humor.
There's some thought behind that. But yeah.
Talk about the Simpsons getting it right. Talk about this guy that booked shows getting it right.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I got a couple others in here that are kind of just like the printables and whatnot, and some other weird off the wall stuff.
Yeah, tickets are weird now.
Yeah, they're just. I got my print box, got my toadies. I got to go see them on the.
Oh, cool.
The rubbernecking tour. That was kind of cool. Breaking Benjamin did an unplug in Tuscaloosa at that, so I thought that was kind of cool.
They did that.
Get down with Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah.
You're so cool.
Good. A couple other Bill Street festivals and everything. I don't know. Deftones was at one of them, I'm sure.
Very cool.
I saw Sevenfold at Bill Street. They had the big, huge fucking skeleton guy in the background.
Oh yeah. That had to been the Hell to the King tour then. That was the same one. I saw them on. So.
And then I saw him before the Rev died too in Biloxi.
That's awesome.
At what was it? God, what's the name of the tour? Chaos something.
Taste of Chaos.
Yeah.
My Cobb went to one of those. I don't think Avenged was on it though.
Yeah, there was a lot of bands. There was one band from like Japan that was awesome.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. He was like trying to get the crowd to clap, and he was from Japan.
He's
So
like,
it was
"Can't
sounding
say
like he was saying crap.
it."
Crap. Everybody crap.
You're right now.
This guy's a freak.
We need everybody to crap.
Be crap. Crap, everybody.
Yes. That was the way, and they were like this fucking heavy metal band. He's like, all right, everybody, quack,
Quap.
quack.
I'm not saying that loud enough.
Oh, don't you love it? That could be it's almost cult like. Everybody, we have clean hands. Clean hands, everybody. Please crap.
On three now. On three.
Please do it at a time. Please crap.
Yeah, I think it was in like 2008 that show was.
Wow.
Oh,
And then
wow.
COVID.
That
COVID killed
sounds pretty crappy.
shows.
How about them apples?
Yeah,
then-
COVID really. I had like 5 tickets that got refunded in
Yeah.
2020. I was like, damn.
It was my year to go to the fucking hangout.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, and after that, it's kind of like, can we go again?
Yeah.
Can we
Will
go?
we ever be able to go see that again?
That's like 2019 was like one of my favorites because I got to go to the Welcome to Rockville and then the Exit 111.
I wish I would have gone to that.
The Exit 111, that was the one and only. It never gonna
Yeah,
happen.
never
again.
gonna
Yeah,
happen
the same
again.
place where they have Bonnaroo.
Yep.
It was.
God,
Yeah, I
love
saw
Bonnaroo
Manchester
there.
on the thing.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool to experience that. So, but it sucks that they're not having it again.
Incredible.
Yeah, it kind of went a little wild, I think.
Yeah, well, no, it didn't. I don't think it got the sales in it.
Yeah.
It should have, to be honest with you.
Well,
There
the-
wasn't
like,
a lot of people there. It was
The
cold.
fucking headliner is goddamn Leonard Skinner. Guns N'
Guns N'
Roses
Roses and Def Leppard, yeah. But everything below it,
is fucking
yeah.
rocking.
I
Killed.
mean, yeah, it went Deftones and Coheed and Cambria, Mice of Men, and
Yeah, man, I love seeing
man,
them
had,
dudes.
I mean, all
Yeah, I
I mean,
couldn't imagine spending.
Thrice. I mean, that was awesome.
And then Thrice, or like, let's say, a Mice and Men opens for Skinner.
Oh, I think
The transition, can you imagine?
fucking Ministry was there.
Awful.
Yeah.
None of I don't
I'm
think
like, all right, bang, bang, bang.
none of the headliners make sense with anybody else
Yeah.
in that lineup.
I know it made it was just the old school. That was I don't know.
It was because it was geared towards classic rock fans, and they
Yeah.
had to put those guys in there.
Yeah, but I mean, how much classic rock is actually in the lineup?
Nothing.
Nothing, those
That's one
guys.
thing.
Yeah, that's. And on top of that, like Leonard Skinner doesn't mesh well with
Def
Any-
Leppard or Guns N' Roses.
or anything else.
No, Ghost was there.
I love Ghost.
Yeah,
I've
Ghost.
seen Ghost
Ghost,
twice.
Ghost played right before
I
Def
bet
Leppard.
that looks like a show there.
Oh
too.
yeah, it was
Yes.
wild. Yeah.
What is his name? Lord Veritas or some
Yeah.
shit.
He's on one.
He's cool.
Yeah.
And they're actually like they do all that, demonic face paint and shit. They're all nice as fuck.
Yeah. It's like war.
Yeah. They're all like overly nice
Yeah.
dudes.
I kind of find that true, man. Hell, recently had Taylor on, and he brought it up too. Was the people who write or have their sense of art is incredibly dark or may seem edgy. Typically, the nicest people
Nicest
you'll ever
people,
meet.
the most intelligent. Yeah. It's like
And then the people who write happy stuff.
yeah, are
Dickheads.
opposite. Yeah,
Dickholes,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of like the
Jack Johnson, dick.
the episode of bubble toes. That episode of Family Guy where they have Marilyn Manson on, where, where Chris has gotten that rock man, they have Marilyn Manson come. It's like, no, guys, this is good about your feelings. You got to be. It's like, wait, what? I was like, okay. Anyway, I referenced that one in there.
There you go.
Marilyn Manson
Yeah,
came out of
he's back. He's back out of the
mm,
cancellations.
Me Too and
Yeah.
making new music
Yeah.
Hasn't he survived that like 3 times? now?
3
yeah.
times.
Easy. Yeah,
At
he'll always
least.
come back.
He's like the devil.
Yeah.
What a guy.
No, he's the
Undefeated.
Antichrist superstar.
I think
I'm glad he
craziest
got away from that shit, really.
the craziest show my dad said he ever went to. He went and saw Ozzy Osbourne
And,
in Birmingham, and I think this is the show that it definitely got Ozzy banned from Birmingham. It may have got him banned from the entire state, but he had these goats on stage, and Dad said he got some on him, but he blew up a goat, and
Yeah.
just excrements of goat went everywhere.
Yeah.
And he was like,
That'll
I
get you.
wanted to kill him.
Yeah, that'll get you paying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I saw a Marilyn Manson in Birmingham, but I saw him. It was like the first year he was allowed back.
Yeah.
It's my good buddy. He actually saw him in Birmingham the year he got.
I saw him at Slots Furnace.
He got banned.
It's like
He
True
was there
Live
one
Crew.
Halloween show.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember the years.
you remember-
Early.
You remember
Yeah.
Two Live Crew?
Yeah.
They got banned from Florida. I was like, that's like their state. That's
Yeah.
where they should be. Couldn't ban them guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back on that Two Live Crew catalog.
It's like-
Degenerate.
That's like banning Red Hot Chili Peppers from California. What's going on?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like dream of flirtation, not at work.
And you even have California sober. I
Yeah.
mean, you got everything's named California King on your bed. Anything else to do?
I think I've gone through what I had left anyway. I've got plenty more that
We got the greatest time
Whenever
of the
you
year
mention
coming up.
Which is what's going on?
Fucking Halloween, man.
Halloween. Yeah,
It won't be
food
long.
season's coming up soon. Yeah.
I don't know.
Coming in hot.
Did you feel it in the air last night? It's gonna be
Oh,
This morning it was wonderful. And today has been
last night was so nice,
It's been the
dude.
best.
I sat outside till like 2 a.m, dude.
Just yeah, I told my mom today. I'm like, man, it's been some nice days. Even though it gets kind of hot during the day,
It'd be cool off there.
nighttime is nice. It's gonna be nice when we go out there and then.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
enjoy it. My sinuses are already
Yeah,
feel it.
I'm
already
already
feeling it.
fucked,
But you know, hey,
yes.
I don't care. Don't care. It's my time of year.
Yeah,
The
it's-
70 degrees flat.
It's the most wonderful time. of
That's
the
very,
year.
very minute here.
Yeah.
We get like a 45 minutes of
Yeah,
fall,
it's
you know.
nice. It's nice for like 2 weeks, and then
It
it just
is.
goes to shit.
Yeah.
Starts raining.
Yeah,
It
rainy,
get
cold.
Cold. All right. Man, if you are seeing this on the YouTube, go check out what we have on Spotify and all your other podcast apps. There's a ton more episodes you probably never seen or heard there. If you're on the listeners, you can actually watch this on YouTube. Go do that.
I like watching it on YouTube.
You get to see John wear his cowboy hat. Bud Light tonight. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much.
Peace.
All right, guys. Rock on. Rock on.